I think my red buff's probably warded, but you know what? We'll take it. Got the one stack on my Relentless Hunter from the invade. So it's always good. It's always good. He's either starting my blue or he's choosing somewhere, or he's starting his blue. That's pretty much the only option. He's not getting a leash in his red still up. Grilled fish sounds good right now. You know, you're not wrong, depending on the kind of fish. I like some fish and I dislike others, like most people. But I really like salmon. Some like lemon garlic grilled salmon right now sounds so good.
And everywhere lamb went.
Wolf was sure to follow. Return to nothing.
But it's just kind of like, it's hard to find good quality salmon. I live on a coast, like, so I can get a lot of good quality fish, but where I live, it's just nowhere sells good quality salmon that I can find. It's sad. I tried Walmart salmon once, and that'll never happen again. The salmon was like really just, it was pretty much spoiled salmon, like out of the pack, and it was like, nope, I'm good. I'm not gonna eat that. No, thank you. that shit was so bad.
All things great and small.
An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Is yours.
Top lane's getting ganked, so I get the mark here. Don't know if he can live until I get there. If he can, cool.
Has been slain.
I run down.
Slain an enemy.
Why did I use my E on that? I don't know. I really couldn't tell you. I just got a whole, like, a ton of extra XP regardless.
Stick in my claws.
And everywhere lamb went.
Wolf was sure to follow.
Got both. I mean, to be fair, Walmart meat quality in general is terrible. I think everybody kind of expects that, but yeah, it's a lot worse than it used to be fair. The prices are 3 times more expensive, and the quality's 3 times worse than like they used to be from like almost every grocery store in place now. And you're looking for like good quality meat.
Depart in peace. Now.
An ally has been slain.
Shut up. People irritate me so much. Like, dude, I have to run through your lane regardless to get to where I'm trying to go. He still has flash. Sad. Sad. I love how that
An
kha'zix
enemy
does that
has
much
been
damage with
slain.
1Q, essentially with just dirt. You pretty much one-shot you with just 1Q. I hate kha'zix, but you know, to be fair again, I'd still rather play against kha'zix than the fucking lame-ass skillless tank shit like a Moo and Skarner and shit. At least he's squishy and, you know, he actually has to think about what he has to do, unlike tanks.
They laugh
And scream
and dance.
and flee. No match for us.
You are, dear wolf. Ha! Time to
Yeah, I know the ward's there, but I don't care about the ward. I would much rather get the objective. No? The thing you think that I'm here for? That's, you know, I wanted? That thing? Yeah, that's what I'm there for.
our mark is lifted.
Who's next?
Those who run from death.
Well, yeah, because kha'zix used to be a lot stronger, because, you know, back when mythics were a thing, obviously AD assassin items were a lot stronger and things. Kha'zix is nowhere near as strong as he used to be. He's an AD assassin. He suffers just as much as, like, ADCs do right now. AD assassins and ADCs, their items are fucking so terrible compared to what they used to be. It's not even worth banning him. Like, I can ban kha'zix because, yeah, like, he does a shit ton of damage and he's annoying, like earlier. But let's be real here. If that were a Moo like last game, I walk up, he Qs me and then presses E on me, and then, like, I'm stunned, and then he'll stun me a second time and delete me just as fast as kha'zix does nowadays. Like, the tank junglers and shit are so aged to the point where it's like, I would rather play against a champion that kind of counters mine than play against any of them, you know? It's sad, but that's the way League has become.
Go, wolf.
Tanks are disgusting. It's not even necessarily just because of the tank's fault. Like, yeah, they do too much damage and for how much utility and stuff they have, sure. But, like, the issue is, too, is, like, they've nerfed every item in the game that's supposed to be good against tanks. Like, you know, LDR was good against tanks because you had your whole Giant Slayer and stuff. You know, Bork was good against tanks and all that. And then they just randomly nerfed the fuck out of every... They took away cut downs, like, good damage. They nerfed LDR. Like,
Savor life.
it's like, why? Bro, like... We nerfed Bork earlier in this split because apparently it made tanks feel too bad early on. Yeah, because tanks are rushing an item that gives them only health, and it's good against health. Turns out the item designed to counter health stacking does good against health stacking, but apparently that's not allowed. I was just like, yeah, it's pain. It's just pain right now, playing against anything that's tanky.
Words, la la la, pew twang
For
pew.
the foe, and they
Are
buff
you
tanks after
imitating
that.
me?
Yeah, they kind of keep, like, I don't know, it's weird.
Fear makes the
It's
chase
still weird to
more
me though that
fun.
they nerfed Bork for saying it was too good against health stacking champions essentially, or tanks, but they didn't nerf Leandries when Leandries does more damage than Bork and is more consistent damage than Bork against the exact same kind of champions. It still doesn't make sense to me why Bork got nerfed and not Leandries, but at this point, ADC items and lethality items just get nerfed every other patch just because Riot hates them. Like, there's no other real answer. Like, I still don't even understand why Profane Hydra exists anymore, because it's got the same AD ratio, and it does, like, the same amount of damage as Ravenous Hydra without the lifesteal, and it's like, yeah, you get the lethality out of it, but I feel like having the large amount of lifesteal is so much more valuable, personally. Maybe that's just me, but I feel like it's so much more valuable.
Your next treat, dear wolf.
Yeah, if you guys don't play AD Assassins and you don't, you didn't know. Yeah, so this split, they took away the extra passive on Profane Hydra. The one that made it do more damage based on lower health, you know, like an assassin would want. They took that away completely.
How long?
Like, they didn't even, like, slightly nerf it. They just removed the entire passive.
What do our stories have in common, dear wolf? They
Oh my god, he took it with his fucking W. I should have smited it. I didn't think it was gonna die to it. That was dumb of me. Normal diff. Same with LDR. What's the point of that? I mean, LDR, the 5% extra pen isn't necessarily terrible because some champions and some games you really don't need it, and 5% pen does go along. It's more than people think it is, but it's not nearly as good. Yeah. And also, a lot of times, if your teammates have people who are already better at spreading grievous wounds, it's better to have it on like other champions than like a champ like Kindred, for example. But yeah, LDR shouldn't have lost Giant Slayer if they were also removing cutdowns health damage. Because as it stands right now, there's way too much health stacking and way too much armor to the point where it's just like being only allowed to build 1% pen item just feels terrible in general. And then on top of that, it's like there's nothing to combat the health and the pen together unless you gimp your build heavily. It's really stupid. Also, like, see, this is what I mean, though. It's like, kha'zix just, I didn't ult. kha'zix just lost that fight to me. Like, that should never be allowed. That should not be a thing. The AD assassin with one item versus the ADC with one item should not be losing the fight. Anti-heal is useless. Anti-heal is not useless. It's still really decent. The issue with anti-heal, though, with a lot of games, is people will either build it in games where it doesn't matter because, like, they'll build it against certain champions where if you're building anti-heal against certain champions, odds are you already lost the fight because, you know, they're gonna kill you if the healing's that relevant. Or they'll stack anti-heal on like 5 champs and lose so much damage on their team and it feels bad.
Is why it is beautiful.
Anti-heal's not useless though. It's good against the champions it's designed for, like the actual dedicated healing champions like Vlad and Soraka and stuff. It's useful against. But people will like be like, you have to build the anti-heal immediately against something like Fiddle, and it's like, dog, if you're dueling Fiddle and the healing is the difference between you living and surviving, either A, you're probably already dead because he probably got a really big ult off, or B, you literally just stood in his suck and let him suck you off for 3 seconds straight, and at which point, I don't think anti-heal is going to change the fact that you just got outplayed from your own brain.
What sound do they make?
Feathers fall right up.
Killing spree.
Yeah, there's just a lot of unfortunate things with items now that don't make sense. Well, it also doesn't make sense to me is, so they removed the ability to buy more than, like, get Cleaver and LDR together. They removed that ability. It's like, okay, fair enough, I get it. Apparently it made tanks and things feel too bad. Fine. So, if that's the case, why are we, out of pure curiosity, because, you know, I'm not, clearly I'm not as intelligent as Freak or something, you know. If that's the case, though, out of just solid curiosity, why are we making it so Magic Pen boots have 10% extra pen plus the flat pen plus their void stack gives them 40% pen? Why can they get like roughly 45% like percentage pen on top of then having all the flat pen? If ADCs are too not fair to be able to stack pen? Why exactly is that a thing?
Go easily.
There's a lot more armor in the game than there is MR on top of that too, so I'm just saying. Good how I'll explain things. I have muscle memory for Kindred. Yeah, I played so much Kindred that playing the champ is like second nature to me.
Now I'll be right under their noses. I was hiding.
Do I want to go steal item here, or what do I want to go? I could go IE if I really wanted to. I think I want PD though, honestly.
Can't wait for them to flee.
Actually, you know, I could have also went Serpents this game just for the hell of it with the Yumi shielding plus the Echo having a shield and Kent shielding. Could have done that for fun since I haven't done that in a while. And just to piss off Kench. Woo, more auto range. Hello, Echo. How you doing, buddy? If you want to fight, I would be so down, Echo. W got me turret aggro. I want the gold from this, though. Oh, shit. I can't shoot. Oh, God. I'm gonna get eaten still. Oh, he made it so I didn't get my heal. Good on him. He timed it right. I thought some of them would stay, you know, be still popping things to defend their base. I didn't realize they were going to send all 5 bot lane just because I used Shelly there. My bad. Like, they're losing the turrets and things up there now instead. Like, you know what? Fair enough.
The weft and weave of fate guides.
The hunt is back on!
Your team has destroyed a turret.
A careless step. Well hunted, Kindred.
Rampage. Your team has destroyed a turret.
Yet they are never prepared.
Kill the roach, kill the roach, kill the roach, kill the roach. Fine. Flash and kill the roach.
That was fun!
You think kha'zix is having fun yet?
Drift gently into oblivion.
Unstoppable.
Those who dread it.
Godlike.
Oh, the coup. Iron that kill. Follow me.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor. Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Like, look how little damage that dude is doing to that Ari. It's such a little damage to her. Turned off. Oh, I got exhausted. Sad. Bad. The exhaust pain. I was gonna kill him then, but the exhaust made it so I couldn't kill him. They still kill themselves anyways.
Triple kill.
This game is just outright over. It's okay. If I win like 8 more games, I'll make up for all the LP of when I was spamming Smolder mid the last time I played on this account. Then we can actually start climbing it again. I just gotta win like 8 more games just to make up for the Smolder mid LP loss.
The weft and weave of fate guides.
My in-game name? Yeah. Yeah. I just want you to know my in-game name got me shadow banned on TikTok for 6 months. Yeah, I posted a clip with my name being OnlyFans, and it got flagged for thinking I was trying to advertise OnlyFans, and I got shadow banned on TikTok for 6 months for that. I'm not gonna lie, I like low-key want to play Valorant right now,